Hi Broncos, this is Ms. Aston. Today we're going to take a look at our databases. The way that we're going to get to our databases this year is through a website called macinvia.com. There's also an app available in self-service. It looks like this. Now, when we talk about databases, we're simply talking about a collection of magazine articles, newspaper articles, images, audio files, chapters from reference books. A database is simply a collection. And sometimes your teachers will ask you to find database resources instead of websites. One reason for this is that our database resources are all guaranteed to be authoritative, reliable, and trustworthy. We pay for access to all of these resources, and so we're guaranteed that we're finding really great information. The website and the app look the same, so I'm going to be using the website today. So I've gone to macinvia.com. If you use the app, when you open it, you'll also see a screen that looks like this. I need to start by typing in Coppell, and then from the list of options, I need to select Coppell Middle School East. I need to type my user ID, and my user ID is just my normal school username. It's what I use here at school to log into the computers. And then my password is just my normal school password. Once I'm in MacinVia, I see a list of all 17 of our databases. 6 of our databases have to do with history and social studies, and 2 of those are at the top. Once I scroll down, I see BrainPop. You may be familiar with BrainPop. You may have used it before. I then see Britannica School Edition. This is a new database that we have this year, and it has all kinds of great resources. I hope that you'll be using it in class this year. I keep scrolling. I see another one of those history databases. And then I see Discovery Education. This is a database that you may have already used in science. Going to keep scrolling, and I see one of my favorite databases. It's called Gale Research in Context. We're going to look at it more closely in just a moment. The next database in our list is InfoTrack Newsstand. Through this database, I can find hundreds and thousands even newspaper articles from around the nation and the world. The next 2 databases, Kids InfoBits and National Geographic Kids, are aimed at kids, so these provide basic sorts of information, but they're still really solid resources for middle school students. The next database is actually a search engine. It is a search engine that has been filtered so that we are guaranteed to only come across websites that are reliable and authoritative and trustworthy. Opposing Viewpoints in Context is a great database to use if you're researching a controversial issue. If you use this database, you can see both sides of the issue presented. Teachingbooks.net is something more for your teachers than for you. World Book you may have used before. It's a great online encyclopedia. And then we finish with 3 more history and social studies databases. Well, I'm going to scroll up to Gale Research in Context. As I mentioned, this is my favorite database, and I like it because it covers such a wide variety of topics. I'm going to click Open Now, and I'm inside the database at this time. Let's just look at the home screen. I see a search bar, so this is where I can definitely type in my search terms. Or if I wanted to, I could browse the topics that are available, some of the topics that are available in this database. You'll also notice a Google G right here, and it will say signed in as you if you are signed in to your Google account. I happen to be signed into my Google account right now, and so it says signed in as Heather. We're going to be using this feature in just a minute. Well, I'm going to be doing some research about cyberbullying. So I'm just going to type in my topic, cyberbullying, and hit enter. And what comes up is a list of results It begins with some chapters from reference books. I can scroll down and see that I have some biographies that mention cyberbullying. I have some images, some videos, some audio files, and then I get into some magazine articles and some newspaper articles. And then I also have one primary source. I can see a list of all of these in this right menu. Well, let's say I'm really looking for a magazine article, so I'm going to click on magazines so I can filter out everything else. I can see that I have lots and lots of different options. On the right, I can filter even more if I want to. Let's say that as a specific subject, I want just cyberbullying and online social networks. I definitely want my magazine article to mention this specific subject. So I can click on that if I want to, and I can scroll and see what some of the different magazine articles are. After reading a little bit and scrolling, I've decided that I like this article right here. So I'm going to click on it. And once I'm in the article, I have some options. I can listen to the article, so the article will be read to me. On the right-hand side, I have some different tools. I have a citation tool where I can copy and paste or export the citation. I can email the article, and I can download the article. Now remember just a minute ago how I pointed out to you that I was logged in to my Google Drive? This is why. This is so that I can save this article to my Google Drive. All I have to do is click download, and when I go to my Google Drive, I'll see a folder that looks like this. It's called Research and Context. That's the database I'm in. So I have a folder for this database, and once I open the folder, I see this article right in my Google Drive. And if I were to open this article, I could do some highlighting and some annotating. I could do all kinds of things with this article. For example, I could highlight these two sentences right here. I'm going to highlight them in yellow. And then I could make a comment about this. So I've made a comment, and I can read and take notes or make more comments, do more annotations if I want to. But I do want to show you the bottom of the article. My citation is at the bottom of the article. That is true when I'm in Mac and VIA as well. Here I am back in Mac and VIA. I'm back in the database. I'm not in Google Drive anymore. And I'm scrolling to the bottom of my article, and I can see that the citation is here. I can copy and paste that to a works cited page or a bibliography if I want to. One of the nice things about databases is that you can always find a citation for your source. You do not have to create your own citation. You do not have to go out to EasyBib and create that citation on your own. The citation is already done for you. Let's go back to my search, and let's see another article. You'll see the same kind of thing. This is a really short article. My citation is here. I have the same tools on the side. There are lots of different things that you will want to explore in our databases. And again, macandvia.com is how we will access all of these databases. And this is also how we will access Britannica, World Book Encyclopedia, BrainPop, all kinds of different resources for information. Your teachers may sometimes require you to use a database. Mac and VIA is how to get to those databases. If you have any questions or need any help, please come see me in the library. Have a great day, Broncos.